Welcome to Really Cool Stuff for the Home podcast, sponsored by HomeWerks. And now with today's show on all the ways to improve your home is your host, Denise Sanchez.
HomeWerks, really cool stuff for the home. Okay, so now we have our beautiful range from BlueStar, but what are we going to do about ventilation? Well, BlueStar has some great offerings that they allow you to customize. John, thank you for attending again, and thank you so much for all your input. But you came out with some new models, and they're all a lot quieter.
Taller?
Yeah, there's that too. We have some taller ones too. Yes, because in Texas, we don't just have 8-foot ceilings. We have people walk in. I have 10, 12, 14, 18 foot. Oh my gosh. And having a chimney to go all the way up there. That's pretty, you can do anything. And saying that, your hoods are very, very custom. You can write something on a napkin, draw something on a napkin, and literally BlueStar can make that come to life for you. But what I like about the new offerings of the BlueStar hoods is how quiet they are. You want to speak about that, what they did to change that?
Yeah, so we introduced a new inline pro liner for all of our hoods, specifically wall hoods. We're still working on the island hood itself. But with a baffle filter and our inner shield, we are able to operate on a low 1 or 2 speed. And the majority of our clients' cooking needs and what they do inside the kitchen, when you operate at a 1 or 2 on a BlueStar, we are actually at a quiet, very quiet noise level. And effective, by the way.
Yes,
so we're doing the job of getting the excess heat and the smoke out of the kitchen effectively.
In fact, I tell customers that if you turn on your ventilation a minute or so before you start cooking the big smoke out, you get this draw effect, and kind of like in your chimney fireplace, and it'll work a lot more effectively instead of waiting for all the smoke to build up and then turning it on. You really should only have it on high if you're going for the fire extinguisher. I always tell customers, but even on high, I will say that the hoods are very quiet. I've been really impressed because I've been selling BlueStar since 2002 and selling the hoods, and I can't believe the difference. I really can't. And the baffle filters are so much better over BlueStar products and on any kind of pro type cooking because they don't restrict the airflow like mesh does. And of course, you all engineer these products to do well over your ranges. Another thing too, y'all, if you're thinking about a pro range, don't put it in an island because you're not going to get as good a draft capture with an island. On a wall hood, you have the backing of the wall to help with the draft capture. And it costs a lot more money, really, to do an island hood because the flue is not just a duct cover to hide the ducting, it becomes structure. And so it becomes a lot more expensive to do that. And they have to be bigger. You should make them about 6 inches, 3 inches on each side bigger, and then they're deeper. So, and also too, who wants to hide a beautiful BlueStar in an island when you can have it as the focal, point when you walk into the kitchen? Just
I think the secret sauce as well with BlueStar, understanding the customer that likes to cook, we designed a hood with a blower and baffle filter system, the inner shield. So in a normal hood application, the canopy is actually doing the job that the blower does not do on most of our competitors, versus our blowers that sits in the middle has 2 air inlets. And then that inner shield allows us to have a greater aspiration area of essentially 90% versus directly under. So whether we're on a low speed or a high speed in those situations that is needed, if you're using the griddle or you're searing something, the capture and the hood with the blower system actually working more effectively is in the process there.
Well said, John. My goodness, you are smart. And then when you have offerings of the different metal trims, banding, strapping, rivets, accessory rails, 1,000 different colors, different design, you really can get something that speaks to you, on your own personal kitchen. Like I said, HomeWerks, really cool stuff for the home. We'll make your homework better for you and be beautiful and a lot easier to work with. John, thank you so much again. I so appreciate all your input. You always do a great job. See
Thank
you
you.
again soon. HomeWerks, really cool stuff for the home.